This was damage caused by frost, which started accumulating late last week with those foggy and misty conditions. We are still working to permanently repair some of the damage that we saw over the course of the last few days. It really culminated yesterday morning at 9 o'clock. We had seen a lot of damage to our infrastructure in the southeast, but at 9 o'clock we lost two very important transmission lines in the southeast, which caused the outage. The level of grid instability caused by that transmission loss is what caused our power stations, Poplar River, Boundary Dam, and Shand to go down. They tripped off. That actually happens when a power station senses that instability on the system. It trips off because essentially it would have been producing power and the power wouldn't have been able to go anywhere, so the system just essentially shuts off. Yesterday, the power was officially restored to everyone impacted by the widespread outage in the southeast part of the province. By about 10 o'clock at night, that's when we got Carnduff and Oxbow areas back online. So there wasn't anybody without power overnight. There is a chance there was some isolated farms without power, and we've been putting that message out today for anybody still obviously without power to get a hold of us. As we moved into this morning, the outage center in total had received about 45,000 calls related to yesterday's outage. The other thing that we've been able to do is get an estimate that I know that many of you already have at this point as to the number of customers impacted. So we're looking at the height of this outage somewhere between 175 and 200,000 customers impacted. That would be probably one of the biggest outages, if not the biggest outages, since about 1981, when the entire province went down for some time. So that's obviously one of the, it is a large-scale outage. That really speaks to the magnitude of this. And the important thing to note right now as well is that we aren't entirely out of the woods, you could say, at this point. We need the sun to come out and really start burning off some of that frost out there. We continue to deal with some isolated outages today. I know there were some issues around Moose Jaw that are largely taken care of, except for one transmission line with some issues still. In the southeast, we've experienced an outage as well as some areas around Saskatoon, particularly to the east. This is something that we might expect a little bit more of, hopefully just these isolated outages as we still deal with that frost damage on our transmission lines out there.